Sony desperately needs a popular live service game. They've been talking about it and been on the hunt for one for multiple generations, and the closest things they have is Destiny 2 and Helldivers 2, which is why it's fascinating for me to see them cancel so many live service projects they had in the works.
PlayStation is on the verge of collapse.
They had Bluepoint making a multiplayer God of War game, which I have no idea what that would have been, but Bluepoint's talented, so that's kind of interesting. Days Gone dev Bend was working on a sci-fi multiplayer game. That also sounds kind of interesting. The Last of Us multiplayer was hyped for a long time. The devs said internally that it was a lot of fun. Sony straight slashed that shit. There's that multiplayer Spider-Man game that was supposed to be like Into the Spider-Verse. Kind of throwaway, but could have been fun. Deviation had a mystery project. We have no idea what it was, but that got canceled. Operation Payback from Bungie got canceled. And then there's the Twisted Metal Battle Royale that they were making, which on one hand sounded terrible, but also piqued my interest. You see, if you're not near death like me, there was a game called Twisted Metal back in the day where you drove cars around shooting each other. We haven't gotten one of those in a long time. So they're going to bring it back with this game as a live service game where you drive around and shoot each other in cars, but there's also going to be a third-person shooter component to it. You got out of your car shooting at each other, which I'm interested on what the balance there would be to make you be in your car long enough to make it feel like Twisted Metal, because otherwise it just sounds like another run-of-the-mill battle royale. Run around, shoot each other, third person, get in a car, drive around, shoot each other. But there's a part of me that's kind of interested in what that could have been like. There's a part of me that's morbidly interested in all the projects they've canceled. I get you gotta invest money and you gotta make that money back and more. So if you're doubting the project, might as well just cancel it. But that's a lot of projects to invest in and then cancel. It is amazing how detrimental the impact of Concord was on Sony. They released one of these many projects and it was received so bad that they not only pulled that game instantly, they looked at all the teams and went, get rid of them. This was all a mistake. Turn around, boys. We're going back to single player. I don't know, it's just kind of crazy. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about all these games that they canceled? Did you want any of these? How do you feel about Sony and live service games? And what would you want? Let me know.